Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman highlights video, bringing you up to speed on all the latest news from March 15th to March 21st, 2017. Some of the top news stories this week included Supergirl and The Flash crossed over for a musical episode, DC Comics released their June solicitations, and Sonic Drive-In are offering Justice League action toys with their Wacky Pack kids meals. Let's check out these news stories and more in this week's Speeding Bulletin. In movie news, Margot Kidder, who played Lois Lane in 4 Superman films, will be attending a special screening of Superman the movie at Sunray Cinema in Jacksonville, Florida, later this month. The one-night-only presentation will take place at 7 p.m. on Friday, March 24th, and will be followed by a Q&A panel in which Margot Kidder will talk about the making of the film, working with Christopher Reeve and her long acting career. If you're unable to make the screening, you can catch Margot Kidder at the Collective Con, which takes place March 24th to March 26th in Jacksonville at the Morocco Shrine Centre. Visit sunraycinema.com to purchase tickets to this special screening of Superman the movie. In TV news, on Saturday, March 18th, the cast and creators of the CW's Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl and DC Legends of Tomorrow were honoured at the Paley Centre for Media's annual Paley Fest TV Festival. Superman homepage reporter Rennie Cowan was in attendance and will soon share with you her video interviews from the event. But we've already posted some photos showing candids, backstage photos and more of the series cast and creatives who were in attendance. Keep an eye on our website for our video interviews. Monday night's new episode of Supergirl was titled Star-Crossed, and in this episode a new villain played by Terry Hatcher came to National City, putting Supergirl on high alert. Meanwhile, Wynn's girlfriend Lyra got Wynn in trouble with the law, and the Music Meister attacked Supergirl, which led into Tuesday night's episode of The Flash. Entitled Duet, this episode saw Barry and team surprised when Mon-El and Hank Henshaw arrive on their Earth carrying a comatose Supergirl who was whammied by the Music Meister. Unable to wake her up, they turn to Team Flash to save her. However, the Music Meister surprises the Flash and puts him in a similar coma, one that Team Flash can't cure. Kara and Barry wake up without their powers in an alternate reality where life is like a musical, and the only way to escape is by following the script, complete with singing and dancing to the end. Look for our review of both episodes in the coming days. Executive producers Jessica Queller, Robert Rovner and Aaron Helbing took us behind the scenes of both episodes in new YouTube videos from the CW.
So previously on Supergirl, we saw this mysterious alien who we're calling the Music Meister.
I've been looking for you.
He's kind of a stinker. He's just causing trouble for everybody.
Music Meister has whammied Supergirl and the Flash and sent them into this dream world that they've created in their own minds as a musical.
Watch both videos at our website now. The CW also released a trailer for the 17th episode of Season 2 of Supergirl.
Someone put a bounty on your head. Every low-life killer in the universe will take their shot.
I'll just take them out one by one. I'm gonna need an alien cleanup on aisle 3.
You work here as a servant.
I'm a mixologist.
I'm the girl of steel. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't stand down for anyone. I'm sorry!
I had that coming.
Supergirl, all new this Monday at 8, 7 Central on the CW.
Titled Distant Sun, this episode is scheduled to air on Monday, March 27th. Warner Bros. Television is bringing its heroes, villains, time travelers and mysterious teens together under one roof during WonderCon 2017, with 4 series attending the FanFest in Anaheim across March 31st to April 2nd. Stars and producers scheduled to attend WonderCon 2017 from Justice League Action include producers Jim Krieg and Butch Lucic, voice director Wes Gleason, along with voice cast PJ Byrne, Rachel Kimsey and Jason J. Lewis. The Justice League Action panel for WonderCon 2017 will take place on Sunday, April 2nd from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and will include an all-new episode and Q&A panel. Superman homepage reviewer Thomas Dreyfus reviewed Trick or Threat, the latest episode of the Justice League Action animated series. In this episode, Kane the Caretaker tells the audience's Halloween story about the House of Mystery, where Batman, Zatanna, Constantine and Dr. Fate are turned into 10-year-olds by Clarion the Witch Boy. Thomas gave this episode a 5 out of 5 rating, saying, "Overall I enjoyed Trick or Threat, but I wished that Kane didn't break the flow in the middle of the episode." In comic book news, DC Comics released their June 2017 solicitations this week, and we highlighted for you all the Superman-related comics and products listed. Of special note was Action Comics 981, in which Superman races to save the Suicide Squad from General Zod, Cyborg Superman and the Eradicator. Can the Man of Steel escape the Black Vault and stop the carnage before Harley, Deadshot and the rest of Task Force X are forced to make a final stand? And Superman number 24, in which the Man of Steel faces the one foe he refuses to fight, his son. An emerging new ability for Superboy proves deadly to Superman as a promise of power appears to lead John Kent to betray his father. Check out the full list of Superman-related comic books scheduled for release in June at our website now. Comic books we reviewed this week included Superman number 19, which was reviewed by Adam DeChannel, who gave it a 4 out of 5, saying, "This is an amazing time to be a Superman fan. The stories of late have been fantastic." Adam also reviewed Trinity number 7, saying, "We really get a story that explores the very opposite of the Trinity," and he gave this issue a 5 out of 5. Super Sons number 2 was reviewed by Keith Summerer, who gave it a 5 out of 5 score, saying another fantastic issue written by Peter Tomasi. And T.A. Hewitt reviewed Justice League number 17, saying the rest of the league take a back seat to Superman this month, which is just fine with this critic, and he rated this issue a 4 out of 5. Superman comics available this week from March 22nd include Action Comics 976, which is available in a variant cover, Super Sons number 1 second printing, and Justice League of America Bronze Age Omnibus hardcover. Even Supergirls need to sleep, and we've got a great range of sleepwear for fangirls of all ages. Check out this newly released women's Supergirl 2-piece pyjama set, available in various sizes from $22.52. Or how about this 2-piece long-sleeve pyjama set, available from $12.95. These and other Superman and Supergirl sleepwear are available from the one-stop Superman shop, the Superman homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop. In other news, for a limited time, Sonic Drive-In restaurants are offering Justice League action toys with their Wacky Pack kids meals. There are 5 toys to collect, including Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman and Firestorm. For even more fun, play the new Justice League Action Nuclear Rescue game in the free Sonic Wacky app. You can download it from Google Play and the iTunes App Store. Comics expert Ian Gordon has published a book titled Superman, the Persistence of an American Icon, which delves into the history of Superman and why he remains an American icon after so many years. Superman, Persistence of an American Icon examines the many iterations of the character in comic books, comic strips, radio series, movie serials, feature films, television shows, animation, toys and collectibles over the past 8 decades. You can purchase Superman, the Persistence of an American Icon in hardcover, paperback or for the Kindle from the Superman homepage online store. An 8-month exhibit known as Superman from Cleveland to Krypton will be on display at the Cleveland Public Library from May 6th. It will be spread out over 3 floors at the downtown library at 325 Superior Avenue and cover many aspects of Superman and his creators, Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. The exhibit will remain open until the end of the year. Doors will open at 10 a.m. every day and close at 6 p.m. And while they're there, fans can also listen in on lectures and panel discussions on Superman throughout the years. DC Entertainment has posted the 7th episode of Season 3 of the DC Superhero Girls online animated shorts. Titled Around Metropolis in 80 Seconds, Wonder Woman and Supergirl are facing off to see who's fastest, but when they keep trying, they decide to race sans superpowers. Harley hates to be left out and joins the race. Watch the full episode at our website now. A teenage boy by the name of Kal-El Langford, yes, that's his real name, found a 7.44 carat diamond at Crater of Diamond State Park in Arkansas last week and decided to name it Superman's Diamond. The 14-year-old was extremely excited when he found the diamond, which is the 7th largest diamond ever found in the park. That's all the news there was for the week March 15th to March 21st. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, support us as a patron, and don't forget our other podcasts down below. That's it for now. I'll see you next week.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. Sorry I missed you last week. We moved the speeding bulletin around, and now it comes out on late Tuesday, I guess, evening, midnight or something, and I was still on my normal clock of getting around to doing the show around Wednesday or Thursday and sending it off to Steve. And I missed you last week, which made me eternally sad. I actually feel like people are getting a little tired of seeing my face, and I don't know that I have all that much left to say about things, although the good news is we always have news coming out about Superman, not always on a weekly basis, not always big, profound news, but this week, I guess the biggest news is that Beauty and the Beast, even though it was anticipated not to do so, beat the March record held by Batman v Superman in 1 year's time. Batman v Superman had it last year at this time, and now Beauty and the Beast has it. With somewhere around 166 million, Batman v Superman became the largest March opening weekend of all time. And for me, these days, that seems to be the best we're going to get when it comes to a Superman-related property being number one. I had hoped Superman Returns would be Titanic for the greatest movie of all time box office. I had hoped Man of Steel would beat Avatar for the greatest movie of all time box office. And I had hoped Batman v Superman would at least hold up its March record, because March, historically, hasn't been really known as a month for big blockbuster movies. Now, let me explain something to you and why you shouldn't be that upset if you are a Superman or a Batman or a new DC Universe movie fan. You shouldn't be too upset. And the reason is, Beauty and the Beast has a huge following of multi-generations. Now, you could say, well, so does Superman, so does Batman. Yes, but there's a lot of adults that just don't really get superheroes. There are a lot of adults that don't get Disney movie singing cartoons. But many, many, many adults, almost all, at some point in their childhood were either forced or enjoyed or just was the way it was done, and still is to an extent. Disney is everywhere. They were put in front of a TV and they were given the movies that their adult parents had watched. So now those adult parents who grew up with those movies are now putting those movies on for their kids, and now those kids have grown up, and some of those kids have kids that have also now seen the movies. So this is a big giant thing. The Superman-Batman thing is a small universe now. Currently, the movie universe has only been going for a short time. It's not the Superman that some of the fans liked with Christopher Reeve and now don't like the new Man of Steel direction. It's not the Superman of George Reeves that couldn't get over George Reeves not being Superman and weren't big fans of the Donner movies. It's not all-inclusive, whereas Beauty and the Beast is kind of the same movie with some different scenes added in, a couple of different songs, but all of the stuff from the cartoon that everybody loved from their youth. So now you have a mom, a dad, a kid, all going to the movie. And one thing that DC has done that I believe has hurt them, even though I'm a fan of it, I'm a fan one way, but I'm bothered another way because I want children to be able to enjoy Superman. They've made them very adult. DC Extended Universe is very adult, and I've come to realize that that's actually one of the biggest problems that non-fans or people who have had a problem with it, that's one of their biggest problems, is that Superman is for kids. Superman should be something kids can watch, kids can enjoy, kids can feel inspired by. And, there's that one video on the internet where the kid watches Superman fly in Man of Steel, and he goes, and he's all excited. So I think kids can be inspired, but at the same time, it's a little difficult to decide whether you should watch Superman snap someone's neck or not. Even though I know, in the plot line and as an adult, soldiers have to fight in war, and to save the world, he had to do what he had to do. They might want to choose a Disney movie instead where that's not happening, although Gaston, falls to his death off the thing, and almost every villain dies in many Disney movies. So it's not exactly all laughs and giggles either in a Disney movie, but that's the reason why I thought it was very possible Beauty and the Beast would steal the March opening weekend. And that is why they did. Good news, we have Wonder Woman, we have Justice League, and hopefully we will have another Superman standalone movie sometime soon. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, always look up in the sky.